What's up, everybody? It is April 27th, 2010, and it's time for an update to the draft along with my thoughts on the supplemental draft. Now, if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe right there. And yeah, thanks. And also, I want to give a thank you to NoDQ.com for featuring my live reactions last night. That was pretty awesome. I thank you guys if you're watching. Thank you. Alright, so down to business. Alright, so last night the draft, it came and went, and I gotta say, it was a very underwhelming draft. We only had 8 superstars move, and there were no real big shockers, although it looked like I was shocked, which I wasn't shocked last night by the draft. It was just that I didn't really want SmackDown to lose anybody, because you guys know I'm a big SmackDown fan. I could give two shits about Raw, because Raw will always get more views than SmackDown, undeservedly so, because SmackDown's better, but Raw will get more views. And I just root for the underdog. SmackDown's the underdog. And when I saw that SmackDown lost 2 of its up-and-coming stars, the top up-and-coming stars in the WWE, in John Morrison and R-Truth, and lost 2 of its main eventers in Edge and Chris Jericho, both of them, I mean, we could have stood to lose at least one of them, because I think they should have separated them. But then when we lost both, it was just like, when SmackDown lost both, it was just so silly. So yeah, there you have it. And I was just more disappointed with WWE for that draft than anything. Now, don't get me wrong, I am happy that Kofi Kingston's finally going to get his shot at having an actual WWE career, as opposed to staying in in neutral. And I'm very happy for Christian that he's on SmackDown. I actually watched some of their reactions on WWE.com, their post-draft interviews, and Christian seemed happy to be moving to SmackDown. Big Show's moving to SmackDown, and so is Kelly. Here's my problem though. Those guys are all fine and well, and I know a lot of you guys were saying that this opens up the main event scene for SmackDown. But yeah, sure, those guys are established stars, I guess you can say, but they're not main draws. People are not going to tune in to SmackDown. SmackDown already a tape show, something working against it already. The fact that it's taped and you can just read spoilers. But on top of that, you have no main draws. Like Undertaker, you consider a main draw. However, Undertaker shows up very, very few times throughout the year to SmackDown, and it's just too bad. And he has even fewer matches than, like, usually when he shows up, it's either to give a promo, interfere in a match, much less him having a match. It's just ridiculous. So when I saw how unbalanced the draft was, I was kind of pissed off. But whatever, we'll see how SmackDown turns out. Like I always say, Raw is going to self-destruct because you got so many egos, you got so many combustible, personalities on there, and then you got guest hosts competing for time against superstars who should be getting time to get pushes, or to solidify themselves as champions, who are not going to get time because WWE is more concerned about sponsors, guest hosts, all those extra things, I should say. Okay, and so enough of me rambling, but I just want to say that big superstars a good show does not make, and SmackDown can easily be just as good as Raw as far as wrestling goes, better than Raw, depending on how they book matches and how the storylines unfold. So we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be, I'll give it 2 months. I'm going to give it 2 months time to tell whether WWE can really make something happen with SmackDown and Raw. I'm just going to watch it implode. Alright guys, let's get into the supplemental draft and see what shakeups happen. Now, I was expecting something big to happen, and I know a lot of you guys were telling me nothing big ever happens in the supplemental draft, but I was just hoping, crossing my fingers, that WWE would come to its senses and see that having the roster on Raw that they're going to have now, Triple H, Batista, for however long he's going to be there, Triple H, Batista, Sheamus, John Cena, Randy Orton, Edge, Chris Jericho, is just ridiculous. But so nothing like that happened. Raw, the first draft pick that Raw got during the supplemental draft was Great KHALI and RANJIN Singh. Now, anywhere that the Great KHALI goes other than back to India is wasted, because Great KHALI, as I always say, can barely walk down the ramp, much less wrestle. Vince, he's a big guy, and that drives Vince crazy, and he loves it. Throw out the fact that he can't wrestle. Who cares? As long as he's big, the fans will love to see him. SmackDown gets CHAVO GUERRERO. He can reunite with Vicky Guerrero, maybe get something going on, but I don't really see him going anywhere. CHAVO Guerrero's career has been, it's way gone. So the third pick goes to SmackDown. in the supplemental draft goes to SmackDown. This is pretty big. It was Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes is going to be doing his thing on SmackDown. You got Ted DiBiase on Raw. Legacy, the whole splitting of Legacy didn't really lend itself too well to either of these guys. But we're going to see Cody Rhodes on SmackDown, see what he can do. I think he can do really well. We'll have to see how they use him. Maybe even a face turn. That would be pretty good for him. Alright, so the fourth one is Natalya going to Raw. As soon as I saw this happening, I was in the live chat on WWE.com. As soon as I saw this happening, I knew the Hart Dynasty would be going along with her. And it happened. But the fourth draft pick goes to Raw, Natalya. Number 5, Chris Masters going to SmackDown. Now we see this time and time again where they draft someone over to a show and then shortly after that person's released. I think this is going to be the case with Chris Masters. There's nothing going for him. The 6th draft pick, Ezekiel Jackson. He's had a tough time. He lost his dad before WrestleMania, and then even after that he got injured for 3 to 6 months, so he can't really catch a break, and now he's going on to Raw. This is a big Shark Tank on Raw, and I don't know, he's going to get lost in the shuffle for sure. Alright, number 7 goes to Raw. They get Goldust. I was thinking for a while that we're going to see Cody Rhodes and Goldust on the same show for a while, but no such thing happening. Not that that would be entertaining, but just, you know, just for, you know, whatever sake. 8th pick goes to SmackDown. SmackDown gets one of the most talented wrestlers in the WWE today. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. It is Hornswoggle coming to SmackDown. Can't wait. Must watch. Superstar now on SmackDown. WWE, if you don't fire Hornswoggle within the next couple of months, I am going to lose all faith in you, because, quite frankly, do you guys remember the Juniors division on SmackDown a couple years ago? Like 5 years ago, they had a Juniors division on SmackDown where it was, you know, smaller people. And that might have been good for Hornswoggle, but I think he's a couple years too late. Get the hell off the show. So the 9th pick is goes to SmackDown. Rosa Mendes is going to SmackDown. I'm not sure if anybody really cares. If you guys care, tell me in the comment section below, because I'm not wasting any more time on that one. Number 10, Raw gets the Hart Dynasty, like I predicted. As soon as I saw Natalya move, I knew that the Hart Dynasty was going over to Raw. WWE just can't let SmackDown have anything of significance, and now that the Hart Dynasty is all over with the crowd in the WWE universe, they're on Raw now. Good luck with that, because I don't think this is a good move for the Hart Dynasty, because really, who are they going to face anyway? Like, really, there's no tag team in WWE that's coming close. Show Miz just broke up. Who are they going to face? I don't know. But the 11th draft pick is MVP going to SmackDown. Now, this is pretty big, because MVP, when he moved to Raw, if this was his career on SmackDown, this is what happened as soon as he went to Raw. He just went down. And him going to SmackDown could be a revitalizing of his career, so we'll have to wait and see. He should turn heel as soon as possible, go after the United States Championship, or Drew McIntyre's heel, but somehow go after the United States Championship and work from there. I think he needs to work up. I think he could be a World Heavyweight Champion on SmackDown because of the, you know, main event scene, but we'll have to wait and see. So tell me, guys, what you thought about the supplemental draft down there. Did it help SmackDown? Did it hurt SmackDown? Help Raw? Hurt Raw? Tell me what you guys thought, and give me your overall thoughts on the draft. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with my Extreme Rules footage. Peace out.